Good morning. How are you? You have to forgive me for looking down because I'm on the Appalachian Trail. This was because I couldn't get my walk yesterday. Holly and I came out here, and she's not walking with me because it takes too much out of her, and even when I walk slow, it's too fast. But there's an overlook we're going to go to together after I don't know, about 4.5 miles. I'll come back and pick her up, and we'll go. And there's a great overlook. You can see the Shenandoah Valley. It's gorgeous, and I'll try to get a couple of pictures there. There are only a few hermits on the trail, and that's nice. You can see I am surrounded by nature's wonder and cicadas. There are lots of holes in the ground from where they came out, and they're up in the trees all around me. And I voted early today, and there were so many cicadas, one or more got caught in my hair. And when I was signing in, they came out, and I said they were there to vote. Of course, some people got nervous. Others who are not insect concerned were not nervous at all. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the news. Couple of things on my mind. We have a California judge, I don't know if you read about this, who overturned the ban on AR-15s in California. And he said they're like a Swiss Army knife, meaning that they're not as bad as bazookas. What kind of idiots get on the bench? This is one example. The state has asked for a stay, and they're going to appeal it, of course, as they should. And I expect and hope that they'll get a stay if they don't get a decision in the Court of Appeals. So, but think about it. Have you ever seen people? There's not a drive-by knifing, but there is drive-by shootings with weapons like AR-15s and worse. So that's somewhat of a concern. Now, in the category of could we do more? Well, let's consider what the Pentagon is not going to act on the allegations against a 3-star General Flynn for violating the military code for encouraging an insurrection. What kind of a planet are we in? This parallels Trump. Trump does the stuff he does, and he skates through it, and nobody does anything about it. Of course, we've talked about that before, and we recently have a reminder of it because what we have is we have McGahn, who testified on the Hill, and he basically repeated, as you might expect he would, all of the things that he told Mueller. And he talked about the tension and everything. Now, I don't know this because I heard him, but because members of the Congress who did hear him have, of course, gone on the record afterwards and given some summaries. I'm walking a little slower here because I'm picking my way among rocks and moss and pieces of tree limbs. And it's pretty magnificent here. I'm on a downhill slant, so I'm grabbing trees to be safe. Now, it's about 91 degrees out, but because of the tree cover, it's cooler. I don't know how many degrees, but some. Enough to feel more comfortable. And hopefully I won't lose myself. And we're not going to do more than 4.5 miles. And you guys and I are only going to do 5, 6, 7 minutes of that. The trouble with America these days is no courage. Let's go back to the Pentagon. What could be a clearer case? We have Flynn, 3-star general, encouraging martial law to overturn the election. Then we have him making a statement at a QAnon gathering that, yeah, we should be doing what happens in Myanmar. Now, so why isn't that enough to bring a man up on charges? And the answer is no guts, no glory. We have an America full of people say, oh, that's wrong. But, there's like a fear of losing. They don't want to lose. And because they don't want to lose, they don't do anything at all. And because they don't do anything at all, they encourage people to accept this. So, hi, strangers. So, see, there are actually people on the trail. So, I almost fell on my face. So, what are we going to do? We have to do the same thing we did before. It's we, the people, pushing those people in office to do their jobs when they don't seem suited to the job and they're not willing to do it. And we do it by emails and causing trouble. The Democrats look like they're sorely challenged these days to stand up and to do the right thing. Although I suspect there's a very active group in the progressive wing of the Democratic Party ready to do something. So anyhow, tomorrow off the trail, I'll talk to you again. Have a good day. Bye-bye.